Well. From what I have read, Caitlin Clark was spotted at Nike headquarters and, by all accounts, was given the red carpet treatment.
Get ready for the inside scoop on what's really happening behind those Nike doors as we dig deep into what's creating all this buzz in the basketball world. When Caitlin Clark walked into Nike headquarters, she wasn't just given a typical welcome, she received the superstar treatment. We're talking about huge posters, special clothes, door meetings, and a packed house in the MJ building. However, while Clark was getting the red carpet rolled out, A.A. Wilson was watching from the sidelines, and let's just say she wasn't too happy about it. On Thursday, January 9th, Caitlin Clark was spotted at Nike headquarters, and let me tell you, they gave her the full VIP treatment. We're talking about huge posters that said, "Welcome Caitlin," that were placed throughout the campus, giving the impression that it was a superstar's homecoming rather than just a routine business visit.
So here we see, welcome Caitlin, and these huge, I don't know what you call them. Are they called posters? Maybe they're called posters. I don't know if there's a special name for them, but you get the point. They are posters.
Tim Schlabach, whose daughter works for Nike, claims that this wasn't your typical visit.
Post from Tim Schlabach. It says, "My daughter works there and says the signage all over the campus was lit. CC did some closed interviews and then a campus chat in the MJ building that maxed capacity in 2 minutes. CC things are..."
The entire campus was covered in signs, and Clark had some behind-the-scenes interviews that left everyone guessing. But this is where things start to get interesting. She had a campus chat in the MJ building that filled up in just 2 minutes. That's the kind of celebrity power that gets executives to pay attention.
Obviously, she didn't just go to Nike to see her poster, or 2 posters, or the posters plastered around the Nike headquarters. So something must be going on. If the Schlabach, Mr. Schlabach is to be believed, there was a lot going on there, and interviewing and stuff like that. And so we look forward to hearing about more. And like I said, this is a business. Sure, there are fans who just want shoes or just want other kinds of merchandise, but there are some of us who are thinking, this is business, this is money, and people are ready to buy merchandise.
Let's now examine why the basketball community is so upset about this visit. For months, people have been wondering the same thing. Where are Caitlin Clark sneakers? It goes beyond shoes. We are discussing a hugely lost opportunity that leaves fans perplexed. People are willing to spend money on anything bearing Clark's name, but Nike has responded rather slowly.
Right away, Nike don't have to release a signature shoe super quick for Caitlin Clark if they're trying to make it as good as possible. It kind of makes sense to delay it. There is absolutely no reason why Nike have not released like Caitlin Clark type t-shirts. They don't have a logo like they have with Age of...
This visit's timing is especially intriguing because it coincides with Nike receiving harsh criticism for how they handled Clark's merchandise. Recall that Rookie of the Year shirt, and let's talk about that for a moment. Fans were not impressed with what they perceived as a simple, uninspired offering, and they have been calling for more signature shoes, exclusive clothing lines, and the whole package. Nike, on the other hand, has been under fire for what many perceive to be lost opportunities. Fast retailers everywhere know that the Christmas shopping season is a great time for sales, especially when you have a hot property like Caitlin Clark. However, Nike seems to completely miss the boat, as evidenced by their lack of signature items or special holiday collections. Nothing adequately conveyed the energy Clark was creating on the court, leaving many people perplexed about the plan. The contract situation has become a hot topic of discussion behind these decisions. According to reports, Clark's current deal with Nike is worth about $28 million. That sounds impressive, right? Well, not to many industry experts and fans who think she's seriously undervalued. Some are suggesting that her true market value could be closer to $500 million over 8 years, but that's not just a difference. That's a whole different ballgame. Following the announcement of this Nike visit, social media has been ablaze with comments from all sides, from ecstatic fans eager for new merchandise to irate supporters who believe this attention is long overdue. One particularly popular comment suggests that A.A. Wilson's fans may be jealous of all the preferential treatment Clark is receiving, but let's face it, this isn't about dividing fan bases. Rather, it's about business decisions and market opportunities. Speaking of business decisions, let's discuss what makes this visit so noteworthy. This wasn't just a casual visit to any Nike office. Rather, it was at their headquarters, the Nerve Center, where all the important decisions are made. The fact that Clark had closed-door interviews there suggests that something significant could be in the works, and the fact that the entire Nike strategy was repositioned around her, as well as the fact that employees were reportedly practically vying for spots at that campus chat in the MJ building. Keep in mind that these are people who deal with professional athletes and celebrities on a daily basis, but Clark's presence created this kind of excitement that goes beyond star power. The visit took place in Nike's Research and Development Hub, which is where the magic happens, where new shoe designs are created, where clothing lines are imagined, and where the future of athletic wear takes shape. Having Clark there raises the possibility that they may be involving her in the creative process, which could indicate a much larger commitment than simply putting her name on already existing products. The business implications of this visit are enormous and extend beyond Nike and Clark. When was the last time you witnessed this kind of excitement about a WNBA prospect's products prior to them even being a professional? This might completely change the way sports brands approach women's basketball marketing. Industry analysts have been closely monitoring the situation, and many are speculating that Nike's apparent slow rollout may actually be strategic by creating scarcity and building anticipation. They may be setting the stage for a massive launch that would generate even more excitement, but others contend they're risking losing momentum by not capitalizing on Clark's current popularity. Clark is not only breaking records on the court, she may also be breaking the mold for how female athletes are marketed and valued. Given the figures, it's clear why this visit is making headlines. Clark is becoming well-known even among casual sports fans. Her games are attracting record numbers of viewers, and her jerseys are selling out whenever they are available. Brands like Nike seek out this kind of broad appeal when they are organizing significant marketing campaigns. Women's basketball is experiencing an unparalleled surge in popularity, and Clark has emerged as the face of that movement. Their partnership with Nike is about more than just selling shoes or tees. Nike's handling of her during this visit indicates that they're at last prepared to completely accept that fact. The reaction on social media to this visit has been especially instructive. Fans have been posting all the information they can, including images of the welcome signs and conjectures about the contents of those private sessions. The degree of involvement demonstrates how much everyone cares about Clark's success on and off the court. Let's take a closer look at what transpired following those private meetings at Nike, since insiders have been giving clues about potential future developments. Some insiders claim that this was about developing a whole brand identity around Caitlin Clark, not simply new stuff. We're talking about unique clothing lines, personalized logos, and signature shoes. The entire product, but this is where things start to get fascinating. Nike's decision to roll out the red carpet now suggests they're finally ready to match their marketing efforts to her on court, which has a noticeable impact on the contrast with how other athletes have been treated. Clark has been breaking records left and right, drawing huge crowds to games, and generating the kind of media attention that most athletes can only dream about. There is an intriguing dynamic in the basketball community as some fans point out that Wilson, another Nike athlete and WNBA superstar, hasn't received this kind of lavish welcome. Despite her WNBA championship and MVP awards, Wilson has never received this level of attention from Nike, raising questions about whether Nike is playing favorites. The business side of the story is also intriguing. According to marketing experts, Nike's treatment of Clark marks a significant change in the company's perception of women's basketball. Instead of focusing only on existing fans, they are now attempting to reach a whole new audience that Clark brings to the sport. When was the last time a female basketball player had this level of widespread crossover appeal? Industry analysts predict that this could mark the beginning of a new era in sports marketing. The conventional strategy for promoting female athletes may be being abandoned. The appeal of Clark transcends demographic boundaries. She is attracting casual admirers. The clothing issue is still a hot topic among die-hard basketball fans and others who have never seen a women's game before. Fans have been outspoken about their desire for a product line that is normally only available to NBA superstars, rather than just plain tees and jerseys. The secret talks at Nike headquarters raise the possibility that they will soon be prepared to deliver, as sources allude to possible plans for anything from lifestyle collections to signature shoes. The response to the visit on social media has been tremendous. From the size of the welcome posters to the selection of the MJ building for her campus chat, every element is being scrutinized by basketball enthusiasts as a signal to Nike's intentions. Nobody is surprised that they decided to host her in the Michael Jordan-named building. It's a pretty obvious indication of how they see her potential. Nike's passion can be explained by looking at the numbers. From a business standpoint, Clark's games are routinely breaking attendance records, arenas are selling out, and her social media following is growing rapidly. She is the epitome of what brands hope for in an athlete who not only competes at the highest level but also engages with fans personally. If Nike's large wager on Clark succeeds, it could revolutionize the way that female athletes are regarded in the marketplace, and we may even witness the development of a new template for women's sports marketing within Nike. Employees who witnessed Clark's visit describe an atmosphere more akin to a movie premiere than a business meeting. The energy she brings is undeniable, and that's exactly what Nike looks for in their flagship athletes. They want stars who can create cultural moments in addition to selling products. But let's talk about what this means for A.A. Wilson and other WNBA stars. While these established pros are closely observing Clark while she receives the royal treatment, some industry insiders speculate that this could actually benefit everyone in women's basketball if Clark's success results in increased investment in women's sports marketing. Clark is still playing collegiate basketball, but Nike is treating her like a pro already. This could set new standards for how brands treat college athletes in the Zero era. They are not only preparing for her future professional career, they are also taking advantage of her current popularity. Marketing experts are intrigued by Nike's approach here: the large welcome signs, the crowded college conversations, and the private meetings. All of this is done to generate buzz, without really disclosing any concrete plans. Its clever marketing creates anticipation while keeping everyone guessing about what will happen next. The possible product line is causing a lot of conjecture. Will we see a trademark shoe before she even makes an appearance on the WN? What about personalized clothing collections? Nike's treatment of Clark shows that they are thinking far beyond just standard athlete merchandise. Industry veterans are calling this a potential turning point in sports marketing, and their track record suggests that they may have some surprises in store. Clark is more than her present level of achievement. They are placing bets on her capacity to change public perceptions of women's basketball in addition to selling merchandise because of what she stands for the future of women's sports. Clark has the potential to become a global marketing force due to basketball's attractiveness on a global scale. Nike's investment in her indicates that they see potential in markets far beyond the US. They are establishing her as a global sports superstar rather than merely a basketball player. The significance of social media in all of this cannot be overstated. Every post about Clark's visit to Nike receives thousands of interactions. In essence, fans are promoting Nike for free by producing their own material and sharing the joy. The visit's smart scheduling at the height of Clark's undergraduate career is the kind of natural buzz that marketing teams aspire to. Nike is obviously making plans in advance and setting the stage for what could be a huge debut when she becomes a professional. They are creating excitement about what will happen next. If you want to be informed about how this Nike contract unfolds and what it means for women's basketball going forward, press the subscribe button and like this video. The Caitlin Clark effect is revolutionizing the game both on and off the court.